Hello and good morning to morning yoga practice with me, Yogi Cecily. Hi, it's a brand new year. It's a brand new us. It is now officially 2023. And I wanted to get back into doing some morning workouts with you all. Now, one of the nice things I think you're going to enjoy about the morning workouts, it's all going to be like breath work, seated work, all of the stuff that's not in some of the other videos. And we'll do some readings and things like that from time to time as well. I think people really appreciated the morning workouts, and the morning yoga is also fantastic for beginners or anyone recovering from a setback. So hopefully you'll join me for these morning workouts. They're going to be a little bit random on my schedule, but I'll pop them in and then I'm going to put them on YouTube. Let me give you all of the deets. It's going to go onto YouTube. That's youtube.com/C/Yogi Cecily. And as usual, thank you in advance for subscribing, writing a comment if you really like it. Hey, when you write your comments, remember you can request what you'd like me to do more of. So I'm always guessing about what you all might like, right? And so I just sort of guess and then I lay it down. Also, you want to go to my website, Cecily'sYogaRetreats.com, CECILYS, yogaretreats.com. You can subscribe there. You can see all of the services that I offer there. Any upcoming retreats or master classes and workshops, you can go there and check that out, and you can subscribe for the monthly newsletter and you can find out even more about what I'm doing. Okay, let's get this workout started and I'll cover more deets as we go along. I'm already sitting on a block. And I think for the morning workouts, you're going to want to make sure you have a couple of things. I love these big rectangular bolsters. I have two behind me and I have one in front of me, so these are ready to go. I have a yoga blanket. I have this one rolled like a Tootsie Roll. I usually call this a Tootsie Roll, or sometimes I'll call it a blockette. All right, so I have rolled this, and I have one here in front of me, and I have one rolled and ready to go behind me. So, right, two blocks. So I'm sitting on one block, and I have another one ready to go. Listen, sweet darlings, the bands. These bands are great for yoga. I'm using the medium heavy tension. And the medium heavy tension is nice sometimes, right? Like when we just sort of want to stretch out our arms. I also have one of these very light and very loose bands. Yes, so this is super long and very stretchy, very, very light resistance. It's part of my morning workout collection. And then a traditional yoga strap. If you don't have these things, it's okay. You can certainly follow along in the video and then grab these things later. But if you enjoy the beginner and the morning workouts with me, you definitely want to have your equipment. All right, I am sitting here with my little teeny Master Yoda. I used to call these classes Awakening the Force. So Master Yoda will be with us for all of these morning and beginner workouts, all right? So we bow, namaste. Let's go ahead and get ourselves going. I'm going to come off of my block and face feet to the right, sitting up nice and tall. You know, I want to do a lower back stretch here, so I'm just going to round back, and then sit up tall. 4 more. Yeah. And sit up tall. Breathe. So this is the inhale. 3. Sit up tall. Inhale, rolling back and sitting up tall. And again, rolling back and sitting up tall. Legs out straight in front. Twist to your left, twist towards me. You're going to look over your left shoulder. Oh, it feels so good. Inhale and exhale. And then to the right. I've missed these workouts with you. And again, twist to your left, right? You could be sitting on a block. You could be sitting on a blanket. That would be fine. Good. Inhale, exhale. To the left. Inhale, exhale. To the right. My. Let's start all of this again. So the knees are bent. And 5 times, going to try to round the lower back, chin to the chest. This is the exhale. Lifting up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. All right. So it's very rainy here, January, Northern California. Have some floods and things like that going on. Inhale up. I think the last YouTubes that I did, we were in the drought. I was burning up hot. I was saying to you all, could it be hotter? And I was sweating bullets. So this is how life changes. Good. I'm going to sit back. This time I am going to sit up on a blanket. Right? So I'm going to be adding these things in. My veterans, any veterans following along, you all will recognize these sequences, and you can go slower, faster. You can add in whatever you want. This is an inhale and an exhale. To the right, inhale and exhale. And then change, inhale, exhale. Good. 2 more, inhale and exhale. See, I added the flex feet. And inhale and exhale. Good. All right, I'm going to come off of the blanket for me. Turn and face, and the legs are going to go out wide. Right on. You could still be on a blanket. Hands in prayer. The arms go up in a big letter V, and then exhale down. Then the hands go behind you, and the ribs press up. Inhale. And exhale. Arms up, inhale. Is it beginner? Exhale. Maybe. Hands back, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. I really think every morning is an opportunity to think, well, I'm a beginner. I'm a beginner at this day. This day is beginning. Right? Inhale. I love the dynamic yoga. I love my chaturangas and back bending. Let's do this once more. I love all of that. But honestly, sometimes I just want to get on my yoga mat and do some easy stretches. I'm not going to lie to you. I just want to be like, oh, this is so easy. Listen, take your right hand and put it on your left thigh. And you're just going to lean over, not a lot, and reach out at a diagonal. So I'm not trying to go all over or anything crazy like that. I'm going to turn my gaze up, right? And then sort of like pulling down a cloud. Exhale. I'm going to inhale. Look how this hand goes high. Right? Not low, but high, and then pull. Good. 3 more. 3. Feels so good. And 2. Some of my students, we're coming out of COVID, but some folks are getting the flu and, oh boy, all sorts of throat problems and things like that. Exhale. And I was saying to a class the other day, I said, are we doing our easy stretches? And exhale. Are we just thinking yoga is for a sweat, is for a workout, like, like that? I'm telling you, you have to discover how to give yourself something easier, with ease. Good. Hands in prayer. So for me, this just feels like, just such a beautiful course. Inhale, exhale. Hands back. Inhale, exhale. See, we're not even going to be here very long. Inhale. These are going to be just Little 30-minute workouts. Exhale. Hands back. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to just call this one seated breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Seated stretches. Hands back. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do this once more. Arms up. Inhale. Have to discover how to give yourself easy breathing. Inhale. See, I'm kind of pushing up and exhale. Good. Right hand to the left is 5. Exhale. 4. See, just open up. Gosh, like open up these side ribs. Right? 2 more. Work the obliques. And 1 more. I will also tell you, I'm really getting into the 1 meal a day. Right, I will have my coffee though. And yes, I will put my half and half in my coffee, so it's a little bit of a cheat. But I'm feeling so energetic throughout the day. It just, I'm not making a recommendation, I'm just telling you how it's working for me. There's something about, at my age, I'll be 58 this year, something about eating a lot, I feel like it's taking my energy. So I don't do sodas and not a lot of carbs. Good, and relax. Since I'm doing 1 meal a day, do I have carbs? Yes. I'm not going to go crazy with the keto. Look at this, forward and open. So see, I'm just doing seated breathing. Exhale and open. Can you put positive reinforcement or mantra with these motions? Yeah. Heck yeah. Down and up. Yes. Could Master Yoda be saying, I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me? I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. Yes, you can put things like that with your stretches. Of course you can. Let's bring the feet together. Now here's another good one where you might want to sit up on a blanket. I'm going to tuck the left foot in first and get the right foot in the front. My veteran students hate this exercise, so hello. Fingertips behind the ears. Side bending. Now, our true goal is to put the elbow on the floor. Oh my goodness, feels so good. Now you're going to feel this in the oblique abdominals. You're going to feel this in the ribs on the open side. Don't be surprised if you also feel it in the sacrum. All right. Here's my exhale. Inhale. Here's my exhale. Oh my, here's my inhale. It's going to challenge the ankle. So whichever foot is in the front, when you go opposing to that foot, you're going to try to stretch that knee down, and you're going to feel the stretch along the tibials. Good. Oh, 1 more each side. And up. Good. And over. Good on you. And up. All right, this is where it's good to have a blanket, maybe a block, because our head is going to go down. You can change that. I'm going to put the blanket on the block because the blanket's cushier, right? I'm just going to put my forehead there, right down. Oh. Now there are things you can do. Yeah, you can take your arms over your back. Right, but you don't have to. You could reach your arms way forward. I have this bolster in the front. You could put your hands on that bolster and stretch out. Oh my. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Come on up. Listen, we're going to change feet. So yeah, go ahead and put your left foot in the front. Fingertips behind the ears, and we're going to go to the left first. Now you see, this is my right side. And you see this is a little challenge. You're going to see this leg doesn't go down. That's all right. Some of that's because of my scoliosis, hip sockets, ankle bones. I'm not going to worry about that stuff in the morning. What I'm going to focus on is my ribs, suppleness across the torso, my breathing. I'm going to keep this one going. Good. And left side. Oh boy. And up, and one more right. Do you feel this challenge, the suppleness in the torso? Good. All right. Let's take the forward fold. See if I'm getting my props in place. Now I'm warming up. I'm heating up. I can feel this beautiful heat. And no, it's not a hot flash. It could be though. Oh, right? You can take your arms over your back. You can fly your arms out or just reach them forward. Yeah. And good. Come on up. I love it. All right, I'm going to set all of this aside. We're going to go to a child's pose. All right, so swinging my feet to the left, to your left. Knees are down. Knees are wide, gang. I mean, gosh, you got to push the knees way out and the hips go back. Arms are out. Oh, yeah. Let's come up to all fours. Now, look, I'm gonna push the hips sockets down. The ribs go up. I'm going to lift the feet. Now, this is really gnarly for me. It's really gnarly in my hip sockets, but it feels good. Let's go back and forth. This is the exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Again, I was doing some videos for, like, you know, Reels and TikTok. And I was doing the splits. And I had posted a photo of me doing the splits, and then I was doing the splits yesterday, and it's like I don't smile. I was like, wow, I really just don't smile. But these morning workouts, I'm just like, delicious. Give me more. Look at the feet coming in. Let's do two more. Exhale. And up. Oh. Right. And one more. And up. Good. And down. And so now also some people will say, oh, you know, how do I insert the morning workouts in? Or, you know, how does this go? I'm going to sit back. You might have a block. I'm going to sit back on a block. I mean, how does it really go? So what I like about, the reason why I call it morning workouts, the reason why I don't call it beginner workouts, is because I'm really trying to encourage my veteran students to have some kind of morning regimen that has nothing to do with all of the audacious posing, you know. Here I'm sitting on a block. Some of you don't have to, but I'm up on a block. I want to try to sit back on the heels. You can also put a blanket. Some of my personal training friends will say, well, you put a blanket in, don't wedge it. Don't wedge it too close behind the knees. So if you're putting a blanket in, you still want to try to get it back on the feet, not too wedged in there. Okay? Good. So the fingertips touch the toes, and the forehead goes to the knees, the belly button to the spine. Oh, gosh. And prayer position. And up. My client Alex is loving this right now. He is not loving it. Some of you know Alex. You'll be like, what is she talking about? My client Alex is not loving this right now. He knows why. And up. So that's the other thing. The other reason why I'm putting these videos down is because I want to encourage my clients that if they're not having a session with me, to just do some of this work. So this is just all seated breathing. You notice it's just all inhale and exhale. Now I want to stay in the exhale. Could you put your head on the block? Yes. Could you put your head on 2 blocks? Yes. Now I have a handful of clients might think naturally to put an inversion here. So if you have a very safe inversion, you could put it here, but I wouldn't take the legs all the way up. I would go to Salabha and put the knees on the elbows. So I'm going to show that to you in the next round. Okay, so if you're just trying to release, relax, maybe you've got the blocks under the forehead and the hands are here. Yeah. Good. And then we're just going to come on up. So if for any reason you went to an inversion, always come down safely. Can I tell you something about inversions? The dangerous part isn't going up. The dangerous part is on the way down. Let's go to downward facing dog. Oh yeah, that's going to feel great. Oh my, that feels great. I love it. And bend the knees in child's pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Good. And the child's pose. Inhale, exhale. Give me 3 more. Inhale, exhale. And bend. Inhale, exhale. Yeah. Again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Some of you might be wondering, oh, that shrug, the shrug Cecily is wearing is so cute. It is. Where did she get it? Athleta. Well, if you're watching this video in the month of January or right here in this first couple of weeks of January, I would scoot your butt right into Athleta. Let's do one more downward dog because they're having like 60% off. Okay, good. And I saw this little shrug and I said, I must have it. Good. And we're going to come on down and bend down. Okay, great. So let's go back to this first one. Were you sitting on a block? Were you sitting on a blanket? So you're going to put that back in. And we're going up and down. Up. So seated breathing. Little downward facing dog starts to stand us up. We will not be standing up. So downward dog and lunging is the highest that we're going to go in these workouts. Okay, so as we start to finish, just want to encourage you, if you're enjoying this workout, you like this workout, donations are welcome, right? At Venmo.com Venmo.com / Cecily-guest, CECILY-GUEST, Venmo.com / Cecily-guest. And thank you very much for those of you who have donated. It helps me keep these classes going. It helps me provide something for people who maybe can't get a session with me, right? And I want to be providing that. You all can just jump onto these classes, use them when you're traveling. For those of you who are taking the inversion, so you were here, and again, I don't recommend going very high, just stacking the knees. 5. Now, if this is really scary for you, don't even worry about it. 4. Breathe. 3. It's not about taking the legs up. It's about your control on the downside. And a 1. Downward facing dog, everyone. Inhale, exhale. And bend the knees. Inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Downward dog, inhale, exhale. Child's pose, inhale. So we're going to keep going back and forth. So remember, tap the like, Please subscribe. Y'all know all of that. Write a comment though. Right? Even if you think the shrug, you like the shrug is cute, go, that's a really cute shrug. That's all right. Inhale, exhale. Where did the tights come from? Now see, I don't want always to be buying all of these new things. So these are very, very old tights that I got when I was a Lululemon ambassador. And they're a little bit too long, so I had to just roll up a little cuff at the bottom. So that's the other nice thing about the morning workouts. You can just kind of get some of your older tights out. Maybe you're in sweats. Maybe you're in your PJs. I'm sorry, Master Yoda. I'm going to turn you out. Good. Okay, coming on up. Let's step your right foot forward. Do you need a cushion? Do you need a cushion for your knee? You're going to put your right hand on the inside. And we're going to twist the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, sweeties. So getting closer to the end, I want you to start to think about the rest of your day. How will people know that you practice yoga? I mean, when you're walking around in the grocery store, when you're working with colleagues at work, let's do one more here. How will they know? You can't drop down in the grocery store and do chaturanga vinyasa. We're going to sit back, take a hamstring stretch. Do you need a blanket? I like a blanket on this one. Going to sit right down so the right buttocks goes on the blanket, the left knee is folded, and bow down. So how will people know? So, and we all have to work on this. So I would say, well, people might not necessarily know that you practice yoga, but you can practice yoga in your patience. Maybe at work and a colleague is talking and part of your mind says, oh gosh, how long is this meeting going to be? You know, you get sort of anxious. Let's go, let's go. But then you remember, oh, right. I'm going to practice patience. Even here, you want your hamstring to be more flexible. Give it a chance, you know, give it some time. Okay, good. I'm going to come on up. I'm going to face the other way. You don't have to, but I'm going to face the other way and put the left foot forward. Do you need a cushion under your knee? All right. I had another client and I recommended for her to get knee pads, like the old school, like gym coach knee pads. Not a knee brace, but just like knee pads. And to just keep them on during the practice, and then when your knee goes down, it's already padded. Right. Left hand is on the inside, and the right arm goes up. And down, exhale. So it's a breathing. This whole class, this whole 30-minute class is about an inhale and an exhale. Down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. You know, you could go really slow. You could go much slower than me. That would be great. Sometimes I go a little bit faster, just so, believe it or not, some beginners need to move a little faster. It's the strangest thing, right? The breath is a little shallow, and we want to move, so we want to be moving. And the veteran students sometimes can take an inhale, work the internal retention. See, they're working the pranayama, internal retention. And then just one exhale, all right? So pace of breathing is up to you. This is the hamstring stretch. Start to think about the rest of our day. And if you're a procrastinator, let's say maybe you're watching this video and there is some stuff you need to do. Can you believe a 30-minute morning regimen? You know, maybe you're taking your 30-minute regimen and you've got your journal here. Today I will do it. It's where I keep all my client notes. I will do it. And you write it down, and while you're doing your morning regimen breathing, you're looking at that. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to finish that today. Right, so we're just taking the hamstring stretch here, practicing our patience. How else might people know that you're going through a little bit of a transformation? Could be that you reserve a comment. Somebody says something. It's kind of like patience, right? Or maybe it's listening. So something's happening, somebody says something, and you go, oh. Doesn't need a comment. Doesn't even need a comment inside my mind. Right? Come on up. Coming off of the blanket. I'm going to stay facing this way. Of course, as usual, you can face any way that you like. Check it out. Here, this is where I'm going to use a strap or a band. I really like the medium heavy band. And I'm just going to hold this leg up straight. Can you give it more stretch? Yes. You can use the yoga strap. But what I like about the band, it has a little bit of a give to it. Flex the foot, open out your yoga toes, darlings. Good, breathe deep. Inhale, exhale, love it, live it. Now you're going to take this right foot, cross it over your left thigh. And bring both legs in. I'm going to use what would be your left hand to hold on to the right foot, and then use your right hand to press the right knee open. So we want to press this knee open as you draw in. Oh, piriformis stretch. Feels so good. Right? Seated breathing, you know, with a few stretches right here at the end, just hold static stretches. Good. Give both knees a hug, lift your head and shoulders, lift up, you're trying to kiss your knees, boy, exhale, get in there close, Good, and the feet go down. Do you have your strap, your band? If you don't have a strap or band, here is the secret sauce. Hold on to your calf or even your thighs. So, right, if you don't have anything, right, just go for a low grip, it's good. Can you believe, really focus on the yoga toes and the flex at the heel? You see the yoga toes, you're trying to, spread the feet open wide. Make a good arch, right? So work the foot, work the ankle. Some of you are here. Some of you don't have a strap, you know, very traditional. You know, you go to yoga class, they just say things like, take 2 fingers and hook the big toe. That's what they mean. They mean slide the fingers between the toes and hook the big toe. That's what they're saying. But you don't have to do that. right? Now we're going to take this ankle, cross it over, and drop both knees in. Here's the secret sauce. Use your right hand on the foot, and then use your left hand to actually push the knee away. Can you see how that sort of actually lines everything up? Then trying to work to draw the legs in. You know, can you add a lift to head and shoulders? Sure, but really, this little alignment changes everything. So I'm Yogi Cecily. Thank you so very much. By now you've hit the subscribe button. Maybe you're going to drop a comment. Would love that. Check out the other videos. I have videos on playlists. If you get into the playlist, that's where you can find advanced workout, upper body yoga, morning yogas from back in 2020, back in 2021. So this is 2023. I'm getting back into the morning yoga. You can stay relaxing on your back and take a shavasana if you like, but I'm going to start to close you out. Thank you for advance for any donations. Venmo.com Venmo.com/Cecily-guest. Donations are welcome. Thank you for checking out the website, Cecily'sYogaRetreats.com. Well, this is Facebook Live, and so if you want to find this later, I'm going to download it onto youtube.com/C/Yogi Cecily. This has been your yoga morning workout for today, January the 8th. Thank you all so very, very, very much. Namaste.